YouTube, Mark here with my July video game pickups. Also, a little bit about PlayStation VR. My last video I had said that I would do a demonstration and record it and everything, but Best Buy that I normally went to, the PlayStation guy actually goes store to store and they have a schedule. And he's like, come back tomorrow and you'll be able to do it. But I wasn't available for it, so it kind of sucked. Big balls. Anyway, on to the video games. So this month, I think I actually got quite a bit when I was up in Detroit. And I go to usually thrift stores. The games are usually pretty dang cheap. Certain ones you might spend $7 at the most, depending on the game. But my average cost here was about $2 or $3 a game. So if you don't normally go to thrift stores, I highly recommend it because those people don't have a damn clue what they have most of the time. So my first game that I'll show, it's not really complete. I got it for $4. At the time I checked eBay to see what it was going for, but that's new Super Mario Brothers Wii. I have a Wii. I actually waited in line for the Wii on launch day, but I never bought too many games. The system it ended up not really appealing to me too much. And then I kind of realized, probably within a year or two ago, that there's actually a lot of great games on there, even though there's a lot of shovelware. So that's that game. Next up, I'm going to go with PlayStation 2 titles. And the first one is Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. Got it for $3. And this one is complete. And actually, if you look at this, I don't know where, this was also from Salvation Army. I don't know where they got their games from, but most of them are like brand new. Someone must have bought them, played them once, and then they sat in a closet or something. But so there's that one. I have Tomb Raider, the Angel of Darkness, or what is this? The Angel of Darkness. Another one, $3. No book though, and actually this is originally a Blockbuster game, so the disc is not perfect, but it's definitely playable. And I haven't actually played too many of the Tomb Raider games. Since the reboot happened, I'm kind of interested to go back and check out the history of that. Then this one, I got this more on a whim. Not anything I was looking for, but it's the WWE Crush Hour. It looked kind of fun, but it uses vehicles, which I didn't really think it's a wrestling game per se, but it's kind of funny now that I look at the cover. It has The Rock right there. Next one here is a title by LucasArts, which I never knew they made this game. I don't think it came out on Xbox, only because I never heard of it, but Thrillville. From the looks of it, it looks like you play a bunch of mini games and stuff, but it also says that you can build and ride insane roller coasters, so that might be something to check out. And it is complete, and actually it's got a bunch of stuff on here, which is pretty cool. And, next up, I like one thing I do for my collecting is I'm not necessarily going for a full set of games for whatever system, but I do go for full sets of a particular title. So like with this one, I have ATV Off Road, and I have 2 and 3 already. I just need the 4th one now, and that would complete the set on PS2, I believe. And the last PS2 title I have is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, also $2.99. And I've never played it. It looks pretty good in my opinion. It's from 2007. I don't know. We'll see how good it is. Alright, next set is going to be for the original Xbox. This game here has been on my radar for quite a long time. It's not that it's hard to find, it's just it's always been a little on the expensive side. And I can tell you the game that came before this one I played the shit out of on Dreamcast. That has multiple pathways, so the story is different each time you play it if you choose so. But this would be House of the Dead 3. I actually have some footage that you're probably watching it right now. I thought the graphics actually look pretty dang good even today. Just kind of shows you how good the original Xbox can be. Next up on the list for original Xbox is Rally Sport Challenge. I've had this game in the past, but I bought this for a couple reasons. Number one, this is a complete. It actually has all of the booklets in here, which is kind of cool because one thing that I do when it comes to collecting games, if you have these advertising booklets, they give you a ton of games in here. Like for instance, if you wanted the launch window games, I have most of them, but there are a bunch I don't have. Like for instance, well now I have Rally Sport Challenge, but Ant, I don't have that one. Fusion Frenzy or Nightcaster, Oddworld. Those are some of the games that I'd like to find, and now I have a booklet here that kind of tells me what to get. Also, this game actually runs at well, at least it appears to be 1080i. It doesn't say it on here, but it looks really crisp, and it runs at 60 frames per second, which is pretty nice. And last but not least on the Xbox side is Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. I've never played this one. I did run through it a little bit, as you can see, but never gave it a try. This was actually made before EA bought out DICE, which actually, by the way, if you didn't know, DICE also made Rally Sport Challenge. It'd be nice to see them make some more other games, but anyway, this game, from what I've played so far, I can tell you, Battlefield's come a long way. It would be really nice if they remade this, I think. Maybe did like a Battlefield combo pack or something. But anyway, that was that one. Next up is, I'll go ahead and we'll go with PC. I don't normally buy PC games unless it's physical media. And I found this one, and I was kind of surprised. This was at a thrift store. I don't remember the name of it. It's just, like a community thrift or something. But this game actually, it cost me $5. Actually, it might have been less than $5. But Need for Speed Carbon Collector's Edition, and as you can see right here, come on, focus for me. Well, whatever. It says a product purchased from the EA experience. Reselling this game is strictly prohibited. Now, the interesting thing here is that this has never been opened. It still has a security device enclosed. I mean, I think it's awesome. So, one of these days I will open it up and give it a play. As far as the system specs go, according to the box, my machine's probably like 10 times more powerful than what is needed. Next up is the PlayStation 3. So I'm kind of going for a full set of PS3 games. It's going to take a while, especially since it's still kind of relevant. You know, Sony still supports it. There's games still coming out for it. Maybe not the big budget titles anymore, but there's still games. They still sell the systems, so therefore a lot of the games are they're not going to be cheap. So anyway, first I have here is Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Bought this off eBay. I think it was like $5, and I've only played the demo in the past, and I started playing it today briefly. Did not get any footage, unfortunately, but I can see myself playing quite a bit of it. And actually, funny story, I thought, like, I wanted to buy 1 and 2, and I thought that one was actually the second game, and then this one was the first one. And of course, this is the first one. This is a special edition of the first game. It has an art book, and it's actually pretty awesome artwork in here. But it also has the soundtrack, which is pretty awesome. And the disc itself on here seriously looks like no one ever played it. So I thought that was pretty amazing. I might, just keep this on the shelf or something and just play the other disc. Next up is 2 of my favorite games of all time. I have these for 360, but since I am going for the full set, these were on my radar. I got these off eBay for $5 a piece. Elder Scrolls 4 and 5. And they're both, this one's a Legendary Edition, and then you have the Game of the Year Edition for Oblivion. Both are pretty awesome games, at least as far as the 360 was concerned for me. And actually, I'm going to give it a whirl here on the PS3 and want to kind of see what the differences are. Now, I know Oblivion had some serious issues, but being that this is the Game of Year edition, I'm guessing they had worked out some of the issues there. Last for PS3 is an unopened copy of Mass Effect Trilogy. I got this for $30 plus shipping. It ended up being about $35. I have the digital versions because the PS Store had their sale, and I ended up getting the trilogy for like $8 or something. So having this, to me, justifies having the digital versions now. And being that it's unopened and this game kicks some serious ass, or games, this will be worth some money in the future. So my last game, or last system, is PlayStation 4. And I got Guilty Gear XRD. Now I haven't played it yet, but the videos I've seen online of this are pretty awesome, and I know it came out a little while ago, but man, I can't wait to play it. And then the last one I got is Skylanders Trap Team. I got this for $5. I mean, seriously, I couldn't say no for $5. And at one of the thrift stores, I did buy a controller for the original Xbox. I have pretty big hands, and when I stood in line to purchase my pre-ordered Xbox with what I get, like 6 or 7 games, I spent a ton of money back then. I don't see me buying a system and that many games now. But I couldn't resist buying me the Duke. Having big hands, this controller was absolutely incredible. I mean, it's like as this could be like a mask. But this controller, you know, I had one, and the cord here, like, I don't know what happened, but it was coming apart, and then the system, it just wouldn't work anymore. So I had to buy the controller S, and I don't like that controller, to be honest. Just the way, like, for instance, right here, how these buttons are, to me that worked best for your thumb, but instead they had like the other ones like down here or something. It didn't work. Like, fighting games with that controller sucked. So anyways, that is the rest of my July pickups. If you enjoyed this or have any questions on how I pick and choose which games to buy or anything like that, just you know, comment in the comments down there, and also hit that like button, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Twitter, Facebook, whatever you want. And I will catch at you later. If anything, happy gaming.